This Shopify e-commerce store in the United States gains 1,700 new customers every month without ads. Before working with Overflow Cafe, they had an unoptimized website and they wanted stronger keyword rankings, more website traffic, and most importantly, increased revenue. Today, they generate consistent daily revenue from Google, Bing, Maps, social media, ChatGPT, and other major AI platforms without spending on ads. The key results: 1,700 new customers every month. They show up for more than 17,000 keywords, more than 30,000 monthly website visitors organically, and a 7,800% increase in AI visibility. In this video, you'll see the consultation we did for the client before we started working with them, the problems we found, and the SEO strategy we proposed to help them achieve these good results. Let's jump right into the details, and if you'd like us to do the same for your business, don't forget to sign up for a 90-day free trial. This new website it's obviously not done. I've tried opening it on my phone. It doesn't work properly. I've tried opening it in Safari, Firefox, and this is Google Chrome. Looks like there's a broken images and so on. So it definitely needs to be fixed up. And I understand uh, it's under construction. So Cabinet Hardware Depot, cabinet pulls and knobs and hardware. There's a huge market for that. We've got clients who do this in Europe, African nations, and so on. It's a great business to be in. Is this an affiliate site, or are you? Is it drop shipping? Are you? Um, what's the business model here? Let's take a look. Some pages are more developed than others, and the website will need. I don't know if you wanted us to do the website fixing, or you wanted just wanted us to promote it. It's completely up to you, but it looks like overall the structure is fine. The images aren't loading. Here you see another. So yeah, I guess you'll let me know what you want us to do regarding the website itself, because it's a functioning website yet, but it definitely has a lot of potential. When I take a look at some of the stats, it has an authority score of 14, so you're usually above average in comparison to your competitors. No real organic traffic. Right now, 16 people are finding you through Google search every month. So nothing is really happening. It looked like at some point in 2021, there might have been a paid advertising campaign. Traffic went up briefly for a month and stopped the campaign, and it went all the way back down. And there are 255 backlinks, but they're only from 17 referring domains. So after I fix your website, and that would be the most expensive part that you'd pay for, it would be many, many thousands of dollars if you wanted us to do it. We would bump up this authority score probably to 25 or more, and this would be in the thousands and thousands. Again, 255 backlinks, we'd probably build this up to 1,000 backlinks from about 1,000 different referring domains. Now, one thing that's going really well is the organic keyword trend is trending up. Like right now, I can verify that you're ranking for 249 keywords. Now, you're not spot one for any of them, but that doesn't matter at this current time. All that matters is Google is showing your website some respect. Now, this is very typical. You're ranking for phrases that are extremely specific. People are typing in exact model numbers, and that's pretty much what you're ranking for. And a lot of these keywords that you're ranking for are transactional. So it means that the user intent is to make a purchase from you. So that's absolutely wonderful. Now you are competing with some of the actual manufacturers, and that always poses a complication. So Zaka, Main Lights, and so on. There's quite a large number of them, 172. But there's a great foundation here.
If I use just this broad phrase, cabinet hardware, every single month in the United States, 49,000 people type cabinet hardware into Google. Globally, it's 63,000. So let's just focus on the United States. There are actually 18,000 variations that total over 516,000 searches every single month. Now, some of these words are going to be almost impossible to rank for. So cabinet hardware, it's going to be impossible. But then there's black cabinet hardware, gold cabinet hardware, lots and lots of monthly searches, as you could see in this volume column here. You're going to have thousands and thousands of potential visitors, and it will be easier and faster to rank for some of these phrases. So depending on your budget, again, $30, we're just, let's be very realistic. We're not going to be able to do that much for you. But if you do have an actual realistic budget to do this project, you know, we might be able to do something for you. There are question keywords as well, 893 question keywords. The total over 14,000 searches. So let's do this example: how to install cabinet hardware, where to buy cabinet hardware, how to clean cabinet hardware, how to install hardware on cabinets, what color hardware for dark gray cabinets. It gets better. The related keywords, 3,700 of them, the total 1.4 million monthly searches. That's a lot of potential customers. Now, these related keywords are usually misspellings. And so there's cabinet hardware and cabinet hardware. And, we would obviously pick the ones that won't make your website look silly. But you imagine the amount of time it would take to go through the list of 3,700, this list of 893, this list of 18,000. The $30 plan, we're in Canada, so $30, it's just not going to, our time is worth than that. So none of my would do that for you. It'd be faster for us to throw up our own cabinet website and become an affiliate and, make a ton of commission than to promote somebody else's for $30. Home Depot here is usually number one. And now we've actually worked on some projects with them in the past, and JISC and so on. So Home Depot's number one. You see they're getting a ton of traffic, 110,000 visits every month. They've got tons of backlinks from lots of referring domains. Hardware Sources, this is actually a good one here. This is a leader in the industry, and they're getting just an enormous amount of volume. They do very, very well. They make millions and millions of dollars. So this is definitely, if you don't consider them a competitor right at this moment, you should consider them a competitor later on, because they are one of the big guys out there. Don't worry so much about Home Depot. Even though they do get a ton of traffic, that doesn't mean you can't compete with them. MyKnobs.com is a big one. Wayfair, of course. Signature Hardware. So I'm familiar with them because we've worked with them as well. Then there's Lowe's, and I've never heard of Schoolhouse.com, so I'm really surprised to see that here. Anyways, this has tremendous, tremendous potential, what you're doing. But, unfortunately, the way life works is when something has tremendous potential, it requires tremendous money. So you have to tell me what your actual budget is before I would even consider taking on this project. I would recommend, if you want us to fix the website, it depends on the number of pages. We charge by the number of pages, and you've got a lot of pages. So I don't know what your idea is for that, or if you were going to fix it yourself. Now, for SEO, this professional plan or the leader plan is probably what you're going to want to go with. Most people go with the professional plan. If you do the professional plan, what we would do is we would start by picking we'd probably pick the best keywords out of this list We would pick the best one, and then we would go ahead and we would say, okay, Michael, which one do you want us to focus on first? And we would rank you for that one first. And at that stage, obviously, you'd be earning a lot of revenue. We would go ahead and start ranking you for the second one. We'd do one at a time, and we would just start bumping you up, bumping you up. So it's 16 visits, and then you're going to go to 50, and then the next month 100, and the next month 200, and the next month 400, and the next month 1,000, and the next month 2,000. So this is going to be a long-term process. It is going to cost a lot of money. Build out the backlinks while we're working on the rankings, and your authority score will go up, your backlink score will go up. Now, you know how backlinks work. They do take time to kick in. So if we build some really high quality ones for you, for example, in May, Google might not actually credit them towards you for 12 months. So this number might stay the same. And you'll get a quality report like this as often as you want. If you want it every week, if you want it every month, it's completely up to you, once you're on one of these serious plans.
That's as much information as I can share with you today. That consultation was performed in 2022, so naturally we have a much larger list to do today in 2026 to keep up with the many requirements that Google and AI platforms have. Our standard operating procedure for SEO includes over 200 line items of work, depending on the project. So the impact of SEO is exponential. When done correctly, it becomes a major business asset. Revenue continues to grow while paid advertising costs continue to shrink. To recap this project, we completed our SEO checklist of over 200 tasks, such as the setup of Google Search Console, Google Analytics, Bing Webmaster Tools, fixing indexing problems, identifying the main competitors, performing full keyword research, which took a long time, technical SEO, on page SEO, content creation, image SEO, off page SEO, and finally conversion rate optimization. There was actually a lot more. Every project has surprises that happen along the way. Again, the key results: 1,700 new customers every month. They show up for well over 17,000 keywords. They have more than 30,000 monthly website visitors organically, and a 7,800% increase in AI visibility. Smart companies invest 1 to 2% of their annual revenue into SEO because the return on investment can be extraordinary when executed correctly. Now, the key word here is correctly. If you try to do SEO cheaply or quickly, your business will never reach its full potential, and your smarter competitors will simply beat you. Visit my website link in the video description and request your 90-day free trial. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next case study.